Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Hub back into the video day, and today the San Antonio Spurs beat the Miami Heat in the preseason 120-104. Good win for the Spurs. Great performance from Victor Wembanyama, scoring 23 points in 23 minutes, shooting 10 for 15 and 1 for 5 from 3, with 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. I mean, I thought it was a very good performance from Wemby, speaking that he only played 23 minutes, although he was taking a lot of shots, shot 10 for 15, 1 for 5 from 3. Another guy I really liked what I saw, was on fire from 3 in this ballgame, was Devin Vassell. He played 22 minutes, scored 21 points, 6 for 9, 6 for 7 from 3, 3 assists, and 1 block and 1 steal, and really liked what I saw from him. 10 points for their two starting forwards, their starting small forward and starting power forward, at least in this game. Jenny Osman scored 10 points, 3 for 5, 1 for 3 from 3, with 5 assists and 2 steals. He is a guy they added in from Cleveland in a sign-and-trade in the Max Strus sign-and-trade deal. Jeremy Sohan, 25 minutes, 4 for 10, 2 for 3, and he's the guy on the Spurs that does the one-handed free throw shots. 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal for Jeremy Sohan. Then their starting center, Charles Bassey, 24 minutes, 3 for 4, and 6 points and 6 rebounds. Obviously, this is not the starting lineup for the San Antonio Spurs. The starting lineup for the Spurs, you will have three of these guys will be in the starting lineup. You would think maybe Trey Jones is the starting point guard, but I would think the starting lineup for the San Antonio Spurs is at point guard Devin Vassell. Ultimately, I think probably starting shooting guard would ultimately be okay. I don't know how it will go with positions, but here are the 5 guys that I think will be in the starting lineup for the Spurs: Devin Vassell, Victor Wembanyama, Jeremy Sohan, Jakob Poeltl, and Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson probably is the starting shooting guard, while Devin Vassell is the starting point guard, while you probably see Jeremy Sohan at the starting small forward, and Wemby at the 4, and then Jakob Poeltl at the 5, and then you have Trey Jones, Jenny Osman, Charles Bassey off the bench, Zach Collins, Doug McDermott off the bench. That's not a bad bench. Doug McDermott, Zach Collins. You'd have Zach Collins, Doug McDermott, Trey Jones, Devontae Graham, and also Jenny Osman and Charles Bassey off the bench. This San Antonio Spurs team, I'm telling you guys, won't be too bad. Ultimately, because they're young, I think they'll probably finish as the 13th through 11th seed. I think that's ultimately where they will be. But the San Antonio Spurs might shock a lot of people. So those are the points for their starting lineup. Also, 11 points for Derek Barlow, 15 minutes, 4 for 8, 1 for 1 from 3. And then 8 points for Trey Jones, who was their starting point guard last year. Wouldn't surprise me if he fits into the starting lineup as that starting point guard. Then you see Vassell at the 2, Keldon Johnson at the 3, Wemby at the 4, and then Jakob Poeltl at the 5. Malachi Branham had 8 points for Blake Wesley as well. How about former teammate of Victor Wembanyama in the draft, former teammate of Victor Wembanyama in France, Sissoko, who was the 44th overall pick in the draft, played 11 minutes, 0 for 1 from 3 with 2 assists and 1 rebound. He is a guard. And then other scoring for the Spurs: Devontae Graham, 5 points, and 1 for 2 from 3, 2 for 3 at the free throw line. 4 points for Julian Champagne. Or actually, both Champagne brothers, Champagny, I think it's Champagny, brothers were playing each other. You got Julian and Justin. Justin is on the Spurs. Julian is on the Heat, and he scored 4 points. And then Sandro scored 6 points, 2 for 2 from 3, 3 rebounds. And here were the DNPs and did not dress for the Spurs. Did not dress. You have Zach Collins, their backup power forward / center. Doug McDermott, their backup small forward. And then also Keldon Johnson, one of their best players. They're probably their second or third best player after Victor Wembanyama. You would think their second best player after Victor Wembanyama is either Devin Vassell or Keldon Johnson. Could go to Keldon Johnson. I would say probably Keldon Johnson because Devin Vassell finds himself to have some injuries, but he did not dress in this ball game. And then DNPs, Kim Birch, Barako, and Rice were DNPs. Did DNPs coaches' decisions. All right, Miami Heat scoring. 24 points for Jamal Cain. He played 27 minutes, 9 for 14, 6 for 8 from 3. We also had 10 rebounds. He's a forward. The Heat, they had 10 players that did not play in this game. They had a couple players that were not with the team. Had a couple players that did not dress. A lot of players that did not dress. Here are the following players: Kevin Love, coach's decision. Nikola Jovic did not dress. Jimmy Butler did not dress. Caleb Martin did not dress. Bam Adebayo did not dress. Kyle Lowry did not dress. Tyler Hero did not dress. Josh Richardson, the new addition from New Orleans, not with the team. Yemi Jaskes Jr., the first-round pick, did not dress. And R.J. Hampton did not dress. So Jamal Cain had 24 points, 10 rebounds, 9 for 14, 6 for 8 from 3. He looked really good for the Heat, though. Duncan Robinson, 4 for 9, 3 for 8 from 3, with 14 points and 5 assists and 2 rebounds. Haywood Highsmith, 22 minutes, 2 for 9, 2 for 5 from 3, with 6 points and 3 assists and 3 steals. 4 points for Thomas Bryant, who they brought in to be the backup center from Denver. 20 minutes, 2 for 5, 4 points, 5 rebounds. 13 points for Drew Smith, 26 minutes, 5 for 10, and 13 points with 3 assists and 3 rebounds. 11 points for Cole Swinder, Cole Swinder, and he was 3 for 14, 3 for 12 from 3, off night from 3, 11 points, 3 assists, and that was it for Cole Swinder. Chuck Diallo, 10 minutes, 1 for 2, 4 points. Then you got Drew Peterson, 21 minutes, 1 for 5, 2 points. Then you got, I think this is Justin Champagne, 30 minutes, 2 for 8, 5 points. Orlando Robinson, 12 points in 17 minutes, 6 for 9. He also had 4 rebounds. And then Williams with 18 minutes, 4 for 8, 9 points. So that is it for this preseason game. Spurs improved to 1-1 in the preseason, while the Heat fall to 1-1. Great performance from Victor Wembanyama, scoring 23 points, while Devin Vassell had 21, and the Spurs win it. This was Victor Wembanyama's first game in San Antonio in front of the San Antonio crowd. I thought it was a pretty nice game for Wemby in his first game in San Antonio, scoring 23. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.